Hello fellow builders, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria. Episode 26, Building a Home Fit for a King. So that wasn't too bad. Let's put the furnace back. Guess I'm not going to move it very much. And for all of you cringing, yeah, this is temporary until it gets voted on. And the forge. Cool. So I have enough stone and wood on there. I don't have a lot of granite, so like I can't fill the granite anymore. But coal, we definitely could put the coal on the pallet. And then when I want to leave the base, I can just grab some scrap, grab some coal, grab some stone, grab some granite, and then I'm good to go. I have my regular needed materials to do whatever I want to do. Ready to go. I have way too much coin. I need to make a mental note of, like, don't bother picking this stuff up. I already have a stupid amount of coins. I don't need more. Alright, what do you guys want me to do next? If you want me to, like, aesthetically fix up how ugly this is, there's a lot of improvements that could be made. I could cluster my kitchen stuff together. I could change where my hearth is, you know, I could farm more material to be able to actually build ceilings and the like. Like, there's so many improvements to be made. If you want me to do something else, that's cool too. It's totally up to you guys. I'm, functionally somewhat indifferent as to what you want me to work towards. There's only one drink of, booze left, so I should, dip into that tomorrow. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's going to be a bad habit. Or habit that will be hard to break. I might want to put chests at some point for the specific materials that I'm storing on here behind these pallets so that I don't interact with the materials that I store on the pallets on a regular basis. Maybe.
Wonder what sunlight feels like.
And it seems like, my base is ugly. And you all are like, holy hell, fix it. Alright. I got you. Well, given that, I'm just gonna hide this. I don't really need to go to sleep then. Because I don't really need energy to continue fixing things up. Except for I digress. I will need some granite. I'm basically out of granite. So, farm granite to improve the base is the current priority, according to you all. Also, let's get a nicer bed. If I can afford it. Mansion bed, 3 fine cloth, okay. Guess that's what we're doing before I go to sleep. I don't have a good spot to put this, so it's gonna go right there. And the advantage of the better bed is you get a longer well-rested bonus and a bigger well-rested bonus as a result. So I have well-rested and Pale Hope. Pale Hope slows the effect of darkness. I think for lunch, I'm gonna go with rum cake. It's a complex lunch. That works. This will be my last booze, so I'm gonna have to brew some new. Come on, keep singing, dude.
Grown round the keenest grin, cascading from her chin. My lover's got a beard as bright as brass. Kind eye,
Hobgoblet.
take or leave, bring me something
Yeah,
I
let's
can
go with
weave.
Hobgoblet.
My lover's got a beard as bright as brass. My lover, Dura knows that she's the kingdom's finest lass. Keeps me warm and keeps me sweet, brings the blazing auburn heat. My lover's got a beard as bright as brass.
Oh, I live for ale, a fire, and a song.
Until it's lunchtime, I am just going to be demolishing whatever was here. Because if you want to fix up the base, what was here needs to go first. Because I can't work with the structures that already exist. Didn't I find a grist mill nearby? Yeah, there's stuff like that that I can recoup. My priority right now is aesthetics. I'm not worried about the functionality. The grist mill does open up some more cooking opportunities, though. Am I actually hitting this stuff? I feel like I'm not doing damage. Also, there's like old scraps here. Pallets, rather. It is actually kind of fun to be demoing this out of the way. Alright, it's noon. So I have to go figure out where granite is. Generally, if I was playing for myself, when I get Pale Hope is a really good time to go into the deepest sections. Because the deepest sections are often the ones that, where you'll have morale penalties, and Pale Hope helps to dispel that. There was a lot of salt, granite near the salts in the deep. Yes. Well, I'm in the deeps now, and I'm just going to be running through looking for, like, granite, salt, anything else I want. Salt is one of those materials, as I've been saying all along, that you just need an incredible amount of, so getting salt is almost always a good thing. God, all this iron's in the way.
I've ne'er beheld my cause a doom, but know my home will greet me there. The gates will part like open arms, entrusting me with jewels rare. Below the mountains 3 and tall, life.
Ha ha! Now dig!
Now the silver's in the way. there was a lot of granite here. This has been very easily fruitful. Often when I have to go, like, looking for a specific material, it takes me a long time, but not this time. I already have, like, nearly 400 of it. We're gonna get a little silver while I'm here, too. Felbeasts were what the Nazgul rode? Yeah, they rode a specially bred Felbeast, I think. My dwarf would definitely be a driller main in Deep Rock. Alright, I am sporting... Let's do one more node. Actually, you know what I could do? Is I could work my way towards the drain pumps mapstone. Just getting the granite on the way there. Oh, this is all granite, isn't it? Oh, this is normal rock, never mind. Salt! I'll get some salt. Yeah, salt is probably the material, at least in my, like, test realms, that I needed the most of. That I had to go back for. Because of, like, a lot of different ingredients require salt. Ones that I've found, like the fine leathers and stuff like that, but also others that I have not yet interacted with, that I won't be spoiling, which also require salt. So it's not even just, like, the leathers that I have interacted with, it's more than that, which is why salt is, like, worth its weight in gold, if you will. Because there's no trading in this game, so... gotta get it all for yourself. Well, I guess there's trading if you have other players. Well, we're up to like 6 stacks of it. I think that will be enough for the aesthetic bonuses. So, maybe what I will do... I'd like to have my, my hearth on the bottom floor. But it's like a 2-story high thing. So I'm gonna try to come up with, like, a solution that is some sort of aesthetic compromise. Because the same thing is true of the furnace. So what I could do is I could have this section here not be roofed. Like, beyond this wall. And to put my hearth and furnace this way. Back this way. Where it can take up 2 stories and not look out of place. I think that's a pretty good solution. I just need to wreck a whole bunch of stuff. Oh, that's my hearth. Wreck a bunch of stuff to make room for it. I'm pretty much already claimed the entire district, so I'm not too worried about with the hearth. This is so weird. I, like, can't touch that. I'm not so worried about the hearth location because I think it's already blocking enemies from spawning in this area already. So it's done what it needs to do. Ah! That's not the right way to break down your furnace, but alright. This reminds me when they, like, renovate, like, grocery stores and they find, like, ancient Rome ruins underneath. It's like I'm just paving over, like, ancient, dwarven architecture. It's like, oh, it's fine. Oh, now it's adding floors. Wonder what the difference was. I didn't, like, do anything special. So I think I only really need to go out maybe 2 more tiles this way, and that will be enough to be able to fit the furnace, hearth, forge, and then I can have a back wall here. And I'll have a back wall without windows because this doesn't have a view, so I can just ignore the fact that there's, like, rubble behind here. Come on, invincible wall. Go away. Alright, before I continue building, I should probably get the lore buff. I always forget to get the lore buff. Partially because I, like, put it on the 2nd story, and that's not exactly a good spot for it. Also, just personally don't exactly like to leave things to chance, so chance buffs are usually not my jam. There we go. That stuff's gonna have to go, so we'll just build some stout stairs. I think it wants me to just be at the level. Yeah. And what is interesting about this is one of those, like, I'm gonna call it double-wide homes, because there was, like, a farming thing behind here, too. Because there's another street behind my base. But I don't intend to incorporate it. I'm just gonna wall it up. And I think this will look a lot nicer. I'll have a little bit of I'll be able to respect my constructions. So I still need to get rid of the stuff on the roof line. 1 floor up. It might actually be possible to make it look not super ugly and, like, keep that roof. Just by repairing some of this structure, but not all of it. It depends on how high the furnace is. I'll check that. So essentials. I think the Uhuan furnace is like still too high for this area. If I nest this the corner here, yeah, it goes all the way up. Okay. Never mind. The whole I'll keep the roof, not gonna happen. Easiest way to deal with this is maybe put some temporary... Well, if it's scaffolding, I don't actually need to use stone. I could probably just... Let's see. This actually might just be a call for just a bunch of quick and ugly platforms, giving me access to be able to break this stuff down. Oh, that's not so bad. Yeah, there's a lot of light up here. Oh, nice. The gravity calculations made everything fall. The support calculations, I should say. Ah! Bubba Shuck, Happy New Year to you too. Thank you for resubbing. Welcome to the Dwarf Demolition stream. Violating OSHA one pick at a time. I just took out a whole crane. Oh, that's my quick platform, isn't it? Yeah. It's like, why isn't this breaking like the rest? Oh, yeah. Alright, most of the retaining structures that were here that needed to go are gone. There isn't too much more in the way that's left, which is good. Come on, I'm at this elevation level. Just let me... Oh, jeez. Well, you can see the difference. I like how from below, I don't think we're supposed to see that. Yeah, most of these errant sections have been cleaned up. We don't have a lot clipping into our walls anymore. And Yoda is going to be gone, so I'm going to pause all of the redemptions regarding him. Right, there's nothing to look at behind that, so I'll just wall that up. Alright, let's try to get rid of the last of the stuff that's above me. And then we can start filling in the pieces to make it look nice. So for all the majority of you that voted for, oh shoot, aesthetic improvements, I hear you. I hope you realized how committed I was to the task. So I think this is as far back as I need to go. I'll pivot around. Yes. Because I think if I just have granite walls go flush up this back wall, I can leave everything behind here and it won't be visible. Yeah, that's not going to be visible. Piece of that floor needs to go, but apart from that, it looks about right. And then on top of that, what I could do is an ornate ceiling that comes inwards to hide the bad roof line that already exists. The only issue with the that, maybe I'll just do an arch ceiling, is the balsam wood cost. There. Now it just looks like it's flared or something. I do need to work on light levels, but that can come a little bit later. Foundational stuff first. So it's just that one little wall section, I think, is the last remaining piece that needs to go. Are there ceiling pieces DLC? I don't think so. I think they're base game. Okay. We're good on that front. Let's see if I can't put barriers here. I wish there were, maybe there's a... I don't see that there's a section that could go there to make it look gradual. There aren't pieces like that aren't stairs. And if I did stairs, it would look weird, right? Like, that doesn't work. I kind of does, actually. Doesn't work well enough for me to commit to it, but it doesn't look wrong. It just looks very heavy. Like, no one would do that IRL. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, there is the ceiling corner. Yeah. I could do that instead. At some point I could even have... Yeah, I could have this whole back section be arched ceiling. And then it won't look so wrong. So let's fix the hearth issue, because that was obviously always temporary. And I'll have to pick up the materials to rebuild that. Because as soon as things aren't owned by a hearth, and like as soon as you lose your hearth, you no longer own the area. And I might end up moving my hearth around a bit more. But because I'm in the dark, I'm going to get to sleep because it's a little bit easier to build during daytime. So it's not that I'm going to change my priority. I'm going to keep working on this, but I want daylight. Now, the issue with arch ceiling all the way around is one of the things I wanted to do was to, you know, farm up there. And if I arch ceiling all the way around, I'm essentially blocking the sun. So I wanted to do it more elegantly than that. The furnace, oh, that's all the way up here. Does it fit? Not exactly. It would need to go taller. Which is okay. Because I wasn't even using the full height. I didn't realize it was a 3 height thing. So, I'll accommodate for it. It's just so big. So if you like compact and cozy, the furnace is like, ha 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 ha, compact and cozy? No. And you either accommodate it or stick it somewhere outside of your base or something. I'm pretty sure it will fit in 3 high. But before I continue building this whole thing, I want to confirm. So that's... Did the walls not line up? What's going on up there? Guess they didn't line up right. Let's try that again. I think I'm too short. Like, I'm not close enough, physically close enough to get there. Alright, let's, try to figure that out. There we go. Yeah, that fits. Oh no, it's materials. Oh no, the materials drop. I think some of the materials might be on top of the arched ceiling section, which is a bit of a problem. But yeah, that works. That's good. So then I'll build based off of that. So then I can put the forge here. I'm gonna push the grand hearth back a little bit, flush to the wall. It was hard to do that last night because I couldn't see anything. And that's just much, once the roof line is done, much better aesthetically than what I had going on before. I'll make sure that I collect all the material that might have, like, flopped out. Apparently I have it all. So the furnace does clip through the wall a little bit back here, but, like, it's not something I'm ever going to see, so I'm not worried about it. Not something I'm necessarily going to bother to correct for either. It's weird. Not let me build that. So, where I am standing, am I close enough? No.
Ever wonder what sunlight feels like?
There is some of that rock section. Are we going to see it clipping through? Nope. Looks good. And I think at some point it makes sense to expand the balcony to be flush with the ceiling, but then to have it stop for the forges, kind of the way I have it already. So I will need to expand the balcony just a little bit, but not by much. Alright, that piece there is going to stick through, though. Oh, it's hardy. Hardy, hardy, hardy. I built that? I think you're right, actually. In hindsight. I didn't build this, though. I wish I could build platforms that thick. Am I even I'm not even damaging this thing.
Why'd I gotta do this?
Thank you for bearing with me. This has been an endeavor. And, I think I like the aesthetics of it coming out a little bit more. So it's like a little bit more roofed. Unfortunately, I don't think that there's just like ceilings, so I'm gonna have to get up there and then build floors. But that's okay. Why is this not valid? Is the furnace clipping into it? Must be. Okay, I'll get rid of the furnace. Oops. I'll get rid of the furnace and then put it back. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah, that thing is, honking.
We got orcs!
What are they even...
Get 'em! Perfect! That's all you got?
They spawn, like, back there somewhere? Like, where are they even... Where are they even coming from? Popping out of the ground like dwarves? I'm so confused. I have also noticed that the roofline here is all sorts of busted, too. That's a problem for future me. Maybe to be re-pulled on. Because I think the scope of this project and fixing that are not the same. But it's cool to see the Dwarf district from up this height, right? Like, I'm not normally up this high, and it looks interesting. Oh, the other thing I was curious about is, can a gilded floor be seen from below? Apparently, it can only be a floor. Yeah, these walls... Okay, so if I want to put ceiling up here, the hell do I do? Am I stuck doing... I could do wood. I guess. I just didn't want to use the balsam wood. Plus I don't seem to be able to put it in. How do you even put stuff up here? Like, what is the vanilla ceiling tile? I'm confused as to what you're supposed to do in this situation with after the arch ceilings. You can use the floor? It's not snapping. It snaps weird. It snaps here. Maybe I can cheese it and snap it there and then snap it. Yeah, that'll work. I'll just double it up. So I think the ceiling tiles don't have snap points, but the walls do. So I snapped a floor to the wall and then another ceiling. So there we go. So it's slightly flared, as you can see, but like, it's not something that's going to be noticeable from below. And it almost looks like intentionally designed, so I'm fine with it. That works. Thank you for tuning in to Lord of the Rings Return to Moria, which originally streamed live on Twitch January 3rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, fellow dwarves.